Hello everybody, welcome back to Pokemon Sword and Shield. In this one we're going to be taking a look at how to get Coalossal. So, as always has been in these videos, we're quite a few in now. Look at all those watts, it's been mental. In any case, with your wishing piece, wishing stone, feel free to bring a few, but you can definitely get this done in one. And don't worry about how many, the amount of watts that I've got. If you follow the guys that I've been doing, you get all of the Gigantamax Pokemon in the same way. You're going to end up in a similar position. So, I probably am going to have to do like a video on how to convert that into pounds or quid, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. In any case, for Coalossal, you're going to want to come over into Giant's Seat. Sorry guys, I'm always hiccuping at the minute. I don't know what it is. I think I'm just nervous to be talking to people. Right, so over here we have our den. I've already been and visited it just to make sure that we're able to identify it nice and easy. It's near the water, and you can obviously see the berry tree, another tree there. And here we are. So you're going to want to face the den. Go into your options. Make sure your text is set to slow. This is going to make the next part easier. And then we want to make a save. This essentially is going to make it so that we don't have to keep on running backwards and forwards, as there is going to be some save resetting going on. Next up, we're going to start getting our purple beam here. It's important that we do make it purple. So, press yes. Now, once we get to this part where it's asking us save the adventure so far, we're going to press yes, immediately press the home button, and look for the colour of the beam. If it's red, we'll reset the game. If it's purple, then we'll keep it. So, yes. It's red. I'm going to come on out. I was probably a little bit slow there. Let's hope that we didn't actually save the game. I'm pretty sure you have until the second line of the text begins, which is why you want to set the text to slow. Get on back in the game. There we are, see? And so this is going to be randomly generated each time we try to do this. So again, I'm going to press yes. Oh, I pressed it too early. Yes. I think that's a red. Yeah, it's a red. So I'm basically going to be repeating this until we get a purple beam, and I'll catch you guys in a second. Okay then, so after a few attempts, we have our purple beam. Now I believe this is a 10% chance of happening, so you're looking at 10-15 times and you'll have yourself the purple beam. Now moving on to stage 2. Now the game should basically autosave once you get to this point, but I like to make sure that I have manually saved just because it makes me feel better. And so we're going to see what we have in here, and that looks like a Steelix. And I don't really want a Steelix. So what we're actually going to do, we're going to press invite others here and wait for the timer to begin. We're going to move into our system settings all the way down to system, date and time, move forward 1 day. Once we get back into the game, we are going to want to exit our little thing that we're waiting for here, and that's going to reset the den. Flash is red. We get our 2000 watts, and that looks like something else that I don't want. So just to repeat that, guys, and obviously as you see, each time you do this you are going to get 2000 watts. So I'm going to go ahead, invite others. As far as I can tell, you don't necessarily need Nintendo Switch Online for this. I did, when I first started these videos, believe that that could be the case. But I've had some people say that they didn't need it. So if you guys can let me know down in the comments, that'd be great. But anyway, here we go. We've done it again, and an Onyx. So I am again going to skip a little bit forward here until we get the Pokemon that we want. This can take a long time. These are rare spawns, so give me a second. Okay then. So carrying on, we have our Coalossal. We'll go into that in a second. But before I go in here, I always like to give myself a little save, so just in case we need a reset for whatever reason, and then we can go in here. So here is the symbol that you're going to be looking for to get yourself your Gigantamax Coalossal. Of course, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can invite others. I'm going to be doing this solo. This thing is rock and fire, which means it takes ×4 damage from water. Let me just check what I'm going to put on it and tell you, and I bet I haven't put anything particularly good on it. Otherwise, things are going to be bad. Oh, he's got his Waterstone. Okay, so we'll go with Waterstone. So we're going aggressive rather than tough. I do usually like to bring leftovers into these, but we'll see if this, with the ×4 damage and doing extra damage with the thing, this should be pretty strong. what else can I think of in here? So basically, if you bring in players, you have less chance of catching it. So you will probably need to, there's a chance you'll need to reset back to your save. Whereas if you do it solo, it becomes harder to defeat because the computer's Pokemon often end up going down, and if 4 of them faint, then it's game over and you have to restart. So operate as you will. Let's start out with the shield. That's interesting. So you want to immediately Dynamax. If you don't do this on the first turn, you will lose the ability to do it, and it'll have to regenerate over, I think, like 3 or 4 turns. So just be aware of that. Now, if you use super effective moves, it does seem to penetrate the shield somewhat. I'll be interested to see just how much this penetrates, because Coalossal takes ×4 damage from water, and we've got the Miracle Water or whatever it's called on that allows us to do extra damage. So this could hurt it quite a lot still. Intelligence should also be pretty fast. Eevee's going to do helping that. Really? And this is the problem with the computer. They're just not aggressive enough, because you need to break those shields down with it before it either makes the 4 things faint or you waste 10 turns. You really want to try and be aggressive on it. That's better. Oh, and that's going to chart. Oh, it's got two turn moves. This could be bad. Particularly as grass isn't super effective against it. I've lost 1 feint already. So obviously if I don't catch this video, I will go ahead and do this. Off screen, you guys will have seen kind of what we need to be doing here. Tar shot. Did nothing. Okay. Suddenly I'm wishing we brought leftovers in. God damn. That's 1 feint down and we're not even cracked the first shield yet. Terrible. As you can see, there's just not really much you can do about it. Okay, so we'll go in again. We'll break its shield down. Hopefully something actually attacks it. It would do extra damage that the shields come off, which is kind of nice. Just gonna do nothing. Solar Beam did okay, I suppose. So that's gonna be another Pokemon faint when its area of effect comes in. This is really bad. I usually like to at least get down to the second shield before we lose 1 feint. We're going to be down 2 here. God damn. I mean, you would have thought that the water type, I suppose it's poison type, that's why, isn't it? The ground typing moves will obviously do a lot of damage to it. Okay, so this is going to be our last Dynamax move, which is somewhat of a shame. It's not going to do very much damage to it because it's going to get stopped by the next shield. Oh my god, it was that close. Right, this is one of those situations where if he had the Eevee attacked instead of the helping hand it did to Maractus, then we would have not just wasted that move. Yeah, this is game over at this point. At least it's got to move off, that's okay. Let's start charging Solar Beam because it does. You just need to tap it, just need to scratch the shield off. That's gonna hurt. Oh no, it didn't do anything. Okay, good. I thought I was gonna go against the Maractus there. Mango is back to normal size. Let's see how this goes. So Eevee's back. We've got 2 faints to get this thing down. And the party just is not being aggressive. I'm going to try using Scald. If we can get a burn on it, that might help. But I don't think you can get a status effect on it whilst the shield's up. Oh, you're going to give me a helping hand. I'd prefer you to attack, but okay. Oh, the damage going through the shield's lovely. I wonder why you get more damage through with that than the Gigantamax move. It wasn't super effective. Cool. Now it's going to flame charge. God damn. Somehow Eevee survived all that. Solar beam. Oh, come on. If Quillfish can get an attack on it, then actually we're in range. We are in range. God damn, Eevee's gone down. We've got 1 faint left. Okay. We've got to hope that something breaks its shield. Or at least attacks it. Hopefully Solar Beam goes off and maybe finishes it. That's the only way we're winning this now. Brian will do. Go on. Yes! We got lucky there at the end. That was way close. Okay. Let's go ahead and catch ourselves a Coalossal. Ultra Ball on the job. Now, I'm fairly convinced this is 100% catch rate. I haven't failed one when playing solo. I've only seem to have failed when I played with multiplayer, so either that or the catch rate is really high. Cool. Coalossal. So, in closing, being to record it, I just want to show you guys, if you haven't seen it yet on the other videos, you can check that it is in fact a Gigantamax catch by going into your PC. So, whilst we're out here, we're going to go in here, press R. Where did you go? There you are. So, if you check the summary, next to its name, you'll see that it has the red cross. And that tells us that we have, in fact, caught a Gigantamax Pokemon. Which means this can go in my G-Max box. Collection is getting pretty big, which is nice. That's 13. I think there's 20 altogether. So we are getting there. And that is going to be the end. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See you then.